Hello, everyone. So, excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. I'm excited about tonight. I don't know how it's going to go, but what I got here, I think it's going to be pretty. This afternoon on Facebook, I asked what color, and I didn't want to give the type of flowers because I wanted to know what color of flowers people like the best. Well, let's just say that purple, I should have known, won the contest, put it that way. But then it followed with fall color like yellow. It was quite a bit of yellow. So you know what? I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have the purple and I'm gonna have some yellow fall color. I don't know how it's gonna look. Don't panic. You know what? It's just paper. If it look great, if it look good, great. If it don't, we're gonna send it to maybe our in-law. I teasing. So tonight we are using the mask. And the masks are back in stock as of now. I don't know, inventory, it's a challenge right now. So I'm using quite a bit. It's 7 masks, but 4 of them do the flower. So we're going to use that. And then just before, before, when I decided I was doing that, I thought, wait a minute, we can emboss with those masks. So I'm bringing old technique with some new product, put it that way. And then I got a card from Jill Olsen, and I'm going to use kind of that fold technique. So that card going to be a modge of a lot, put it that way. Okay, so I hope you're going to learn something. So first, tell me if you can hear me correctly. And also, I was live yesterday. Oh my, that was fun. I did this cute card. You know what? Let me put this here, and I will show you how it is. So let me flip you down. So this here, it's the glow in the dark paper. The glow in the dark paper was just supposed to be here in October 2nd, I think. Wait a minute. Right now, it's not 1 minute. Yesterday, it did work in the light here because right now it's not very dark, but then it's still dark. So let me see. Here we go. So for it to work, it have to be in the light first. So you see now, it's just awesome. So if I would keep it, I just put it right under the light and then it go very lovely. So I'm going to show it one more time. If you missed that, I was live on Facebook. But then I downloaded here. Et voila. See how cool that is? I think that's way cool. I got something at the bottom too flashing. I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's my ring. So, okay. So if you missed that, I got the video on my Facebook. I did, Facebook, and then I downloaded it on YouTube. So, those ghosts, it's no dice, it's free cut. Like somebody was saying, the owl punch that was doing one. It's other punch or hold up, close up. So that's the Aspen 3 die, and then I did my little ghost. So it's the glow in the dark paper, also the moon, it's the glow in the dark paper. So with that being said, the paper right now it's available, but I don't know how much we got. So what I'm saying is, if you want it, I would say order it ASAP. Okay, so let's get started. And what it's called, before going live, before about half hour or whatever, we had quite a storm here, and we get the most beautiful can you see it? And it's a double. Can you see the one there? That rainbow. Well, I went in the here. You can see the devil. See, I went in the rain. Yes, the bat, the ghost and the bat embellishment are back in stock too. I didn't know that they were not yesterday. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, is that cool? I think that's way cool. So, okay, so if the bat and the embellishment are back in stock, that's awesome. Thank you. Okay, first thing, we're gonna need a scrappy paper here. So the mask, let me move some stuff around here. Okay, so the mask, and we got, I don't know how to say that, it's on whatever, whatever. I got it, I mark it down on my blog, but, oh, wait a minute. Um, you guys gonna say it for me, not me, okay? It's HOUNDSTOOTH. See all the H in that? I cannot say it, okay? I just can't. So, so we're gonna work with this. So the mask, we're gonna use this one tonight. We got the fall leaves. It's kind of a mix fall leaves. We got the snowflake, and then we got the sunflower. We're not using sunflower tonight. What we're gonna make, I think it's gonna look more like a dahlias, okay? The sunflower, if you look at it, you get the point there. So then that's guide you to where to use it. So you get, here it's number one. So you see number one. Number two, I don't recommend number two, not in a row like that. Again, I'm not good following the direction. Then you get number three, it's the big open one. And then number four. We still gonna use number two, but not the way that they show, okay? So first thing we want to do though, is take a piece of cardstock. We're gonna work pretty much with Very Vanilla tonight. So we're going to use Very Vanilla. Do I have one cut? I thought I did. I don't know if it's the right size. So, oops. Let me put that keyboard away. Yeah, you guys can spell it, but I cannot say it. Okay, it's got too many H's in that. It's a tongue twister for me. Okay, that's not big enough. Okay, we're going to go at 4. Maybe this one is. No, that's look the same. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Then our card base gonna be 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. So score at 4 1/4. Like this. Now, I told you we're going to use the flower too, so we need a circle. I'm going to be using the Deco Circle. Yes, yes, I love these dies. That is my type of dies. So let's see. Okay, that's going to be good. Okay, so and me, I like to count from out to in, just like I read a book. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We use 8, 9. These get 14 dies. Okay, we're going to use number 8 and 9. Okay, so I think now I got everything. Oh, you know what? I put what I thought I'm going to use. I forgot to put the silicone mat. So that we're going to have to add that on, okay? Now, I'm going to have to bring this twice. I cannot do it all in one sitting. Okay, so let's do 1. Let me move this. Tap 1 and then cutting, I need 2 and 3. Excuse me. You would swear it's the first time I use dye, right? Okay, this is Blackberry Bliss. That was one color that was recommending quite often. And purple, Blackberry Bliss purple was quite often repeated, okay? So I just put my dies, so I nest them. That's going to give us a frame. And usually I like to hold it like a post-it note. Oh, you know what? I got painter's tape here because I know I'm going to use painter's tape tonight. Oh, here it's extra at this house. I mean, it's not extra. It comes pretty much with everything. Okay, so then roll on. So that's going to be a frame, okay? Now, so we use 9 and 10. I think I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're going to use the smallest one. It's going to be 9, okay, for the next step. Now that get a little bit more sticky than normal. Usually don't stick that way. Oh, that's okay. We can use that on another project. Okay, this here, save that. Okay, so we want the smallest one. Very important to use out of your frame. You want your smallest one, not the biggest one, the smallest one. Very, very important. If not, you won't have nothing to glue your frame. It's going to be empty. Oh, now I'm going to try to cut both at the same time, but I don't know how that's going to pan, okay? So you want to put, it's hard to see, let me remove this here. Okay, so I'm placing my layer on top of this. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and then when it's full in half, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we just get a little bit of a border there, okay? Now we're going to put that about, not quite in the center, a little bit more at the top than the bottom. And I'm not using this tape. Well, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, you want to make sure your layer is straight because that's where it's going to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and you see my card. You don't see, dingummit. Okay, you see my card, it's at the edge there. So if I roll all the way, it's going to make a big line. So you don't want that. So what you're going to do is engage here. Okay, roll it. Okay, now I feel like the lump going down. That means it all went through. And I'm going to go back. The reason you don't want to push all the way, because if you go to the edge of your plate, you're going to have that line. It's going to almost kind of emboss there. Okay, I don't know if it cut both layers. Let's see. It did. Okay, note that I only use regular cardstock. I didn't use the heavy cardstock. It's just the regular one. Now, let me remove this for a minute. And we're going to do some little magic here. So we're going to glue this over here. And this is kind of tricky because it's decal, right? And it's not just, it's hard to know where it was the piece. Sometimes if I get the patient, I can manage to find it. It's some stuff that like this, it's like 3 little bumps. So if I look, the 3 little bumps are here, I think. Yep. So you can find a point or something that got your attention and then you can find it. So I know 3 little bumps, 3 little bumps. Even if you get a little bit of your frame, you know, the color under and so on, I really think it's good. Yes, the tape on your shirt, it's a very, that's going to use it won't be as sticky, absolutely. Or you can put it on your dog. But yes, on the shirt, absolutely. It's the same with the stamp. Okay, here's the 3 bumps. Here's the 3 bumps. See? That was pure luck that, oops, was that the one? No, the three bumps are there. See, it's these three bumps here. Right here. Now I got it. So yeah, so you want to find a point that most die you're going to find that, okay? Absolutely. Most of them you're going to find that. Et voilà. I can push it a bit. But even if it's perfectly fine, okay? Now, we could have done that after we emboss, but I find it a lot harder, or I could have color first. I find it a lot harder to glue a little bits of piece when it's embossed because you know it's not flat. Now we're going to take this, and this is old technique but coming back new. You're going to use your platform number one. You're going to use a clear plate. You're going to use your silicone mat. You know what, you guys, I really need to do something with this camera. 1 minute. You guys need to see that. I need to unzoom. And then we will zoom it back after, because you really, to see all this, you need to see how it works, okay? So platform number one, platform number three. Now you're going to use your silicone mat right here. You're going to put your sheet at the top, the piece that you want embossed. Now the thing that you want, the mask that you want to emboss on top of that. So I need to pay attention that it's kind of straight, okay? That looks straight. Now, on top of it, it's number four. Number four, okay? Number four. You didn't miss much, Sue. Now, to make sure it don't move, I like to put the end there first and then go down. Now, hold it on this hand here, hold it tight till you're going to feel it really engage, and you're going to feel it because it's tight. Now, you're going to have to use a little bit of your muscle. It's not like smooth. You have to use a bit of muscle, okay? Now, let me remove this. And then I will, after we're done that, we're going to zoom again. And then, boo! See, we emboss with a mask. How awesome is that? So not only that we can color and so on, you can emboss with it. So now we're going to remove this. So again, it's number one, number two, number one, number three, your silicone mat, your paper, your mask, and then it is number four. Number four, okay? So how many of you know about it? You just maybe forgot, like me, till it's just the light just before going live, really. I'm like, wait a minute, I can emboss with that. Or you didn't even know about that. Tell me if you learned something new. Now, we're going to use our flower, number one, right here. We're going to put that in the center right here. Okay, so it cannot move. Okay, absolutely, it cannot move. So I got two-sided tape, double-sided tape removable. That it's one thing I recommend that everybody got it in their craft room. Before we keep on going, though, I need to bring you back closer. Okay, so let me zoom back in. I think that you're gonna appreciate the zoom back in. Okay, now you're zoomed back in. So I'm going to use the two-sided tape, and I put it over touching there and touching on my paper, because this here needs to stay flat, okay? It needs to stay flat. Now, you know what? I'm going to even put one at the bottom here, just because it's very important that it stay flat. Now I'm going to reinforce this on the side. Now, the main color of the flower is going to be Blackberry Bliss and Gorgeous Grape. The center is going to be Crushed Curry and Pecan Pie. Now, I'm going to need the other little two that we're going to do at the same time. So that one, I'm going to take a piece of double-sided tape here. It's the repositionable one, removable, and put that right there because we're going to do both at the same time, okay? Now, take your sunflower. Okay, so now you see the V, it's up there. So I know the next one's going to be there and so on, okay? So I'm going to go, Blackberry Bliss. Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe I want a new, you know what? Oh no, here we go. I'm going to do that. Okay, this one's going to be my Blackberry Bliss. So I like to start with my lightest color, and that I think it's kind of important. And you know what? I don't want to blend for, I need my daubers too. You can do it all with your blends. And I like to have the dauber because I want more shading and it's easier. I can control it more for just a little bit with the dauber. But you can do that with all in one color. Okay, this is Gorgeous Grapes. So we're going to go ahead and oops, see, I moved. So not to move, what I did though, make sure this is about right here. 1 minute. Oh, tape on tape there, silly me. 1 minute. Okay, let me get situated again here. Okay, now I'm going to do all my light color here. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of the blackberry, and when I go from the center and add more, I think I need more on the side of the Gorgeous Grapes. So let me so you see I start right in the center and push it. That little piece there play as a palette, okay? The case I'm using, I got the Dauber case for stamping rewards. So if you shop with me, I offer that as a reward when they collect points. I don't sell them, okay? It's just for my rewards. Okay, Blackberry Bliss. Now you start in the center and just go a little softly because you want darker in the center, but not much. Now I'm going to still keep the same dauber and push towards the petal up. Then again there, push. Lift this up. Okay, I can have more dark, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add more dark. And I'm going to push my petal here a bit because I don't want it a ring. You know, I want it to blend smooth. So like an ombre. Lift this up. Et voila. See, you get that beautiful ombre there. Okay. Now we're going to remove this. And now I'm gonna do this one over here, but we're gonna do this two small petal, okay? Well, really, we can do all of it. Well, I won't take the time to do all of it. We're gonna do the small one. So again, we go with the lighter one. And then I'm gonna go with the berry, Blackberry Bliss, I should say the full name, right? You see, after I start, I just push. So then I get the lighter color out, and then on the edge, it's darker. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, so now this here, you want to be careful when you wash that. Maybe Ollie gonna tell her story. If you rub too hard, you're gonna pull those little pieces, and it's gonna really damage it. So what I do, I run it under the water, or I take a baby wipe and wipe that off. See, and you want to be kind of gentle. Now, when you do this side, you have to remember that when you go through this, it's a good chance that you're going to have some, see, in the back like this. So you want to make sure to wipe the back and the front, okay? And then I just leave it flat. Wait, do you think this is pretty? Wait a minute. That is just the beginning of it. So make sure that, okay, I won't wash all of them now, but you get the jig of it, okay? So you be gentle on your thing, on your mask. Okay, next step, it would have been number two, and that's the one I flew out, okay? I do not like Sam. I do not like green eggs. Uh, Here's number two. So if I, well, where's my number one? I think you, yeah, you can see. Okay, see your point and your pointer together. See what I'm talking about? You get leaves that are floating, they're not attached to the flowers. And I don't like that. So, personally, I like the leaf that attached to the flower. So, tonight, the card we are making, it's not. It won't be a leaf there. It's going to be a loose leaf. So we don't have to worry about it. But here's one that I did. See the leaves, I attach it to the flower. The leaf, I attach it to the flower, and here also. So that it's that I would be careful with Clorox, because Clorox, it get that bleach in it that can damage a plastic. But if you get good luck, I would go with it. So that is why I say the point here with that, it's not for me. Maybe you guys don't mind that, but for me, I don't like it. Okay. So I will not use that, but we're going to need a leaf down the road. Okay. Then number three. Now we're going to put that there. Okay. Let me close this before I get a fiasco here. Okay. Because that's the last thing we want. So number three, we gonna the big circle. We're gonna do that with yellow, and that's gonna be crushed curry. I think I get here. What do I have? Yes, crushed curry. So I'm gonna go ahead and crushed curry there. Now I'm gonna bring that at the top here and put my crushed curry there. Et voila. So remember, I won't wash that now, now after I'm done. Now, number four, it's your detail. So that gives you, you know, which direction to go. Now, for number four, we're going to use pecan pie. And again, because you get little detail, you could use a dauber, or you still can use the blending brush. I'm going to put that right here. And I want that quite a bit dark. Et voila. See how it come to life? Now these two one, told you tonight it's quite a bit longer than because it's so much I want to do. Okay, so now we got that. That looked pretty good. Here you see I get a little bit of purple. I won't worry about that because something else is going to go there. So what would happen? How could I fix that? So what I should have done is have a piece right there. So, because the other one. Now, if you get a nice eraser, you can always erase that. Okay. Now, oh, it's going to get covered. We're good. Don't worry about that. It's all is good. It's going to get covered. Now we need our leaves though. I want just two of the big leaves. That's it. Just two of the big leaves that I want. And that's going to be in the green. In the green. So which green do I have here? All olive. All olive. And you know what? I said, yeah, I just going to do the two leaves here. I'm going to cook. Yeah, I'm going to cook two more because my brain is going on a different direction right now. So while I get the ingredient out, it's a lot easier to do two more. Okay, we'll see. Okay, now we get the leaf, we get that. That's all good. Okay, now next one. We're gonna put that aside because we got more stuff to do with this. This you can reuse it, by the way, okay? See, we're going to bring the party inside. I think some of you are following me there, right? When the inside is as pretty as the outside, we call it the party in the inside. Okay, now the stencil are from the stencil mask, whatever we call it. They are from the annual, not the annual catalog, the mini catalog on page 47. On page 47, they are, okay, right here. Yes, absolutely. Very simple. Now, the one that we already emboss, I'm going to put that here, put that there. Now, some of you are going to have a heart attack with the color I'm going to use, but you know what? I am giving it a whirl. We're going to use our mask and we're going to match where we emboss. Okay. Now that is matched. I'm going to put that there so it's not moving on me and put that there. Now I'm going to go fall. Okay. I'm going to use, well, not pecan. Well, you really are going to have to wipe it. I'm going to use Cajun Craze first. Is it Cajun Craze I want? No. I want, yeah, maybe I won't use Cajun Craze after all. I'm going to use Gorgeous Grapes. Gorgeous Grapes. See, that's why it's created on the fly. I don't think after all I'm going to be using the Cajun Craze. Okay, Island Heather that I get here. Don't worry about the circle, really. That's no biggie, okay? If it go on top, it go on the top. And the reason why I glued the circle first, you could have say, I bet, well, you could have wait after. Oh, that I should have been more, you know what? It's not too late. It's not too late. See, I get a full thing that's, you You want to make sure you cover your sheets. Okay, let's go back here because I had a full thing on the side there that was not. That's what it's nice about this. It's very forgiving. So, what was I saying when I noticed I was wrong there? Yeah, the circle, I don't like to glue it after I emboss because it's not smooth, so it's harder to get that circle to stay at the right place. Okay, that's why I did it before. Okay, that looked pretty good to me. Let me fit here. Did I? Okay, now we have to take a rag or take a baby wipe and wipe that. And not it would have to be a dry baby wipe or paper towel. I'm going to take my rag and I'm going to wipe because the next color, you don't want to mix the two together. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this. Be very careful the way that you wipe. Now we're going to move this. Now I could keep it that way, right? It looked good, but I'm going to show you how to do double color. So now I want to cover all the purple. Make sure I'm on the side there. Okay, cover all the purple. Make sure all the purple it's cover. Now I'm going to go with pecan pie. Pecan. And add your color. So that's how you, also, if you use a color cardstock, you can have different color. Like this one, I got color cardstock on the same color, but you can add, a color cardstock and add a different darker color on top. That would be a way to add colors, absolutely. But this year, I think we're going to get, with the flower, I think I'm going to get what I'm looking for. I'm thinking so. Okay, before I remove everything, I think I want it darker. So I'm just going to peel this up, keep that together. Ooh, that looked good. You know what? If you go at the store that, Frenchie don't shop a lot, okay? But I went this week to do a little bit of shopping. I need some shirt, okay? So, oh my goodness, this pattern, own dog, whatever, it's not own dog, but it reminds me of that. It's all over the place. So, yeah, I think it's right in. And it was some like the pecan pie and the wild weed. Oh my goodness, it's all over the place, all over the place. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And remember, we already embossed that, so it's kind of raised up. I'm going to clean that after. It's all together. I mean, it's a set. You get 7 stencil. Yes, 4 of them. It's for the, and then you get the snow flake and the leaves. It's very nice one. Now we're going to lift this up here. Okay, so I like to have the beige or the around like that. If it's too much of that color, because I think at the top it moved a bit, then you're going to go back with your soft color, your lighter color, and you're just going to blend it a bit like this. That's going to take all that, especially if you would have white cardstock. This one here, it's a little bit heavy on one side that I must have moved it. So you can fix that. Now I'm looking, tell me right here. So you always use the lighter color, okay, when you come back like this, and you go very gentle because you still want to keep your color combo. But don't you think that it's very kind of a fall? Wait when we're done though. I think it's going to be, so you can do that in any color. Now, the next step, many of you are waiting and waiting patiently for this ribbon here. The copper neutral ribbon. Well, you get the neutral ribbon. It's a little bit different. Um, this, okay, this one is the one you're waiting with the copper there. Now you get this one in the clearance rack for 340 or 380. Okay. So, and I put in the description the name of it and the link to order. So this gonna work, and it's, I mean, a third of the price of this. So you don't have to wait. What I'm saying, you can have this lovely, and it's a very soft linen ribbon. Okay, so I didn't use this one. That one put black. So, oh yeah, the Holy Night about October 2nd, I think. What? Hey, you guys need to see the mess I get here. My goodness, Holly, where are you? The biggest wish. We're gonna use the hello. Frozen. Okay, if somebody's frozen, get out and come back in. Can somebody type that out, please? I'm here. Back. Okay. When that happened, a lot of the time it can be, we got my internet, your internet. But if it's just a few, usually you want to get out and do it back. So, because most of the time it's just a connection. So you don't want to stamp on this because it's raised up. See, you get it embossed also. So you don't want to stamp on top of it because it's going to go bubbly. So I'm going to go here and make sure it's inked very well. Yes, regular ink, Blackberry Bliss. Hold it on your ribbon a few seconds. Voila. Is that awesome? Say, ooh. Okay, now what the next step, some of you won't like it, but you could keep it just the way it is. I'm gonna cut this. It's no die for this. So I'm gonna cut this by hand. And if you watch my hand, my left hand, it's moving the paper. My right hand, it's open and close the scissors. And it's very easy if you follow this technique to cut. So now, if really you don't like to end cut, don't do this part, okay? You can skip this and you're gonna see without this part, it's gonna be beautiful too. This just gonna add a little bit more jazz to it. So don't let that scare you. So while I cut this, tell me which color, awesome, somebody else love fussy cutting. Tell me which color that if you would recreate this card, what color of the background and the flower, what color you would do. I know some of you are going to say, depend on the occasion. Just right now, out of the bat, what color you're going to do? Yes, for left-handed, I heard it's very challenging. I'm I'm not left-handed, so I don't know how it is. I just know that I truly love fussy cut. Pacific blue, that would be pretty with gray in that in the background for that own thing. Ooh, that would be pretty. Bubble bath and moody mauve, that would be great. Okay, now these flower, we're gonna pop that up. And I hope I'm gonna remember to show Jill's card because it's a little bit of Jill's card and a little bit of Frenchie's pop up. And then I wanted to show the embossed. So, okay, now I'm gonna just cut two leaves. Maybe I'm gonna come and cut two more because I got something in mind and I'm not sure. So you could do it if you don't want to end cut. You can do it without, uh, the leaves. Absolutely. Lemon lime twist and navy for the background. That would be amazing, striking. Because night of navy and a yellow, it's like black and white. It's so wow. Okay, now this here gonna get glue over here. Okay, where's my glue? So I just gonna put that just to strip there, and we're gonna put that right here. So remember, you can have this ribbon right now for peanuts. I mean, I think it's 340 or 380. Ollie, you still there? Would you check the clearance rack and tell me if it's 340 or 380, or it's right in my description too? And if you tell me it's sold out, I'm going to be like, no way, because I checked just before. Okay, so now we get that. Now, where is my card base? Here it is. So now this here, we're going to do glue, not glue dots, but dimensional. Fresh fuchsia would be nice with a nice, what color I would put with my fresh fuchsia? Um, oh, so many color would go good with that. If you stay in the purple, you know what? Fresh fuchsia and that bubble wrap would be very lovely. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a little trick to mount this to match even when it's raised up, okay? So to match the opening, we're gonna go the opening first, okay? Yes, very different, but wait till we put the flower. I think it's gonna make very different. So what I'm gonna do, see, I'm bowing this. See how much I bow this? So then I can, and it's gonna be easier if I get another color under. So let's put maybe completely white here. Yep. So then I can bow this and really line this up. After you lined it up, then you're going to press it down. So you want to do your center first. So that's why I kind of pinch that. Bow O and lemon lolly would be pretty. How cool is that? I think it's way cool. Now, I'm going to take my bone folder. And we're going to use dimensional. See, I didn't have to do the center, but the main reason why I wanted to build it all and have all the color, in case you don't want to do it, you want to do maybe something like this, then you know how it works, okay? Because right now I'm going to cover all this here. I'm going the same, like this and this. That's what I'm trying to now put that up there. Now the next one. Usually I don't like to put more than one layer of dimensional, but in this case I'm going with all that jazz. Okay, now how many of you think that this sunflower became a dahlia now? I think it looked like a dahlia. So I was Googling my flowers. I thought it was, oh, what was the name of it? It's not. It's a dahlia. What do you think? Does it look like that? Okay. Now, where's my leaves? I get one here. The other one went for a ride over here. See, I didn't put it there. It just went. So I thought to put this here. So if I put that there, I think I could have, instead of cutting another one, I could have sponge that or mask it, whatever it's called, with the mask inside the card. But I didn't do it. So let's see if that's gonna do the trick. So I think the leaves belong there. I think it really finished the card. So raise your hand. That means give me a thumbs up, whatever, if you learned something new tonight. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mount that. I'm gonna glue that with my duct tape here. Don't run away because I got more to share with you. Put that there. Ah, look at that. Ends up. Love that, Mary. Okay, now when I open it up, no, inside, you guys vote. Should I put a leaf inside? Because we want to keep a little bit place to write. So, you know what? I'm going to leave the leaves here. I'm going to put that for the winner, going to decide if she want to add them or not. Okay? So I think that's fair, right? So now we embossed with the mask. We did the peekaboo, kind of a peekaboo fold, et voila. No, on the inside. Yeah, I'm thinking no on the inside. But the beauty of that, whoever gonna win this card, I'm gonna leave them loose in there. I think I wouldn't want them neither. But in case, you know what, they're done, I'm gonna leave it there. So I think that this year, personally, I think it looked like those jacket, the wolf jacket with that pattern. I think so. I really, really think so. Especially when I remove this from this mess here. See that? So I think that looked good. Absolutely. Now, coming back to how I came with this, that tonight I said I want to do this. I got this from Jill Olson. She's up me, whatever. And see, this is the ribbon that we're waiting for, okay? But this is the ribbon that it's in the clearance rack. So it is way cheap right now, way cheap. So I would say stock up because we can stamp on it. It is soft, very friendly to do a bow, very much so friendly to do a bow. Okay. See, yes, it would be a big bow for a card, but it is very friendly. You can use it for gift wrapping and so on. It's very nice. 340 or 380. I don't know if Ollie replied. I missed it if she did. The comment went big at one time. So, okay. So this is the one that Jill gave it to me. That's Pretty Peacock. And this is a green. I would think it's stamp off in mossy, not sure. And then, yeah, I think it's mossy. And then see, so she did with the leaf. I don't have the leaves. So I thought, well, here we go. I can do this. So that's how I thought to do this one because I knew I wanted to use the mask tonight because the masks are back in. And like I said, inventory, it's a bit tricky. So this way, I wanted to make sure you knew that this was in. And then I have done this one that I absolutely love. Okay. Pretty Peacock and Pie, Pecan Pie. Who would have thought to put that together? Again, I saw a shirt on Ross, not a shirt, a jacket at Ross that was those color. And it was something in the purple like that. So I think we're in style. In other word, I think we're very much in style. So now last week was the pumpkin, and we all learned that teal pumpkin. So many didn't know that, and I shared that on Facebook also. Teal pumpkin, that means that you're offering for your ticket reader, you're offering something else than food. So it can be a little, it can be crayons, it can be a ball or whatever. So that is great for those little munchkin that got food allergy. So that way they still can go take. Thank you, Luann. 340 for the natural finish ribbon. 340. Trust me, you want to have a few roll of that because it's you can do so much with that with the stamping. So we learned that about the paper, the teal pumpkin. So it was kind of nice to. It's just amazing what we learned. So the lucky winner, it's Renee, and it's kind of Gines. It's Jines. So Renee, if you are live, go at frenchiestamps.com and claim your card by say, I win one of your card, and you give me your mailing address, and I'm going to mail that to you. It's nothing written inside, so it's a card for you to use when you need one. I keep the card about a week. If you didn't claim your cards, y'all, by a week, they go in a different pile because I cannot have little bits and pieces all over the place with a name here and there. I would lose track, okay? So thank you so much for those thumbs up. Also, if you like what you see, please, right below there, you get the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. So when I go live, you're going to get notification. And plus, it helped me build my business, the more follower that it is there. And excuse me, also share with your friends, share the awesomeness here that I share with you. So next week I will announce the lucky winner of this lovely card. I really think it looked like a dahlia when you stack it that way. Absolutely. So now I get a mess to clean. I don't know what you guys get to do, but I know I get a mess to clean. I hope you enjoyed tonight as much as I enjoyed presenting to you all. Um, Take note that next Thursday I will not be live. I will be visiting with my mama all the way in New Brunswick. So it's time for the daughter to go visit her mother, okay? So next Thursday, no create on the fly, my friend. And don't forget to, while you place the order for that, where did I put it? When you place that order for, hmm, oh, where is it? For the ribbon, don't forget about that lovely glow in the dark paper. I don't know where that card went. It disappeared on me. I know it's here. It's in my treasure. It's here, right here. So don't forget the glow in the dark paper. And somebody said the embellishment are in. So snag that while you can. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye bye for now.